Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. In today's episode, we're gonna help Zoltan. We told him we'd help him get some Gwent cards, which is somewhat as stupid as it sounds, but he's got into dealing them, not playing with them. I believe the idea being that he can sell them all, get a complete set, then sell them all and make a profit.
Locked. But looks like Zed's inside, and in hot water. Gotta find another way in.
I honestly can't remember what the other... up here on the ladder. I was gonna say I honestly can't remember the other way in, but up this ladder will work. By the way, Geralt there saying, sounds like he's in hot water. You can actually hear some, like, banging and crashing. Climb the ladder, please, Geralt. What are you doing? Thank you. You hear some banging and crashing in there. It doesn't come out entirely clearly, because the music was loud enough that it didn't come over, but Zed's dead.
Must be Zed.
Nothing of particular import here.
Must be Zed.
Oops, I did not mean to hit that.
Find it?
No.
Oh, Duke will be peeved we didn't get Zed to spill where he keeps the ledger.
I tried, didn't I?
Might have pressed him too hard. Shit. Well, at least we got the Isengrid card.
Greetings.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Ringo. Time to shine. Get him!
Damn, you're ugly.
Ledger of income and outlay. They didn't look very hard. There's a chest sitting right here.
Must be the names of people Zed sold cards to. Zoltan ought to have a look at this.
So we have incomes and ledger of incomes and outlays. Outlay: steel sword, new Fabian Oliver, moth-eaten coat of gold cloth to the Duke. Isengrim Feolitiarna card to Ravik. Fringilla Vigo card to Caesar Blitzen, and 3 polished peacock opals to Fixen. We also got this. I just bought this off a whim because I saw it was a quest item. Tristiana did not care a whit for her stepmother's admonitions. She would toss off her ragged foot wrappings and walk barefoot instead. She would wear Kaviri lace and batik knickers under her rough hair skirt. And when dusk fell and the other novices dutifully went to offer their evening prayers, she would slip off quietly and run down to the bay, where Isidore awaited her. This merry devil was thick as a barn and had hooves instead of feet, but Tristiana liked him all the same, more than anyone else in the world. For him, she broke off her betrothal and defied her family's will. She knew that their bond was ever discovered, both she and Isidore would be burned at the stake, and so in the dark hours of night she planned their escape. Let's have a look. Interesting. Had hooves instead of feet. That implies to me a succubus, but this is a male, so I guess technically it would be an incubus. Also, here's some contracts that I picked up. But over here, we should get the card we wanted. Indeed, Isengrim Feotiana in the keys to his pawn shop, which is called Reyes.
Feotiana from the Scoia'tael deck. Wonder how much this card's worth.
Probably a fair amount. If it was worth killing over, presumably it was worth a fair amount of money.
As long as they pay and don't hit.
Alright, so next off, we're going to go show Zoltan this ledger. And he is at the Passiflora, so we can... Not the Passiflora. What's Dandelion's place called? I can't remember.
Zoltan.
Get out.
One, we can play him in Gwent, which I'm going to do. Why hasn't anyone taken Novigrad?
You've been in town a while. Maybe you can tell me. Radovid and Emir. Why hasn't either taken the city?
Excellent question. I believe I can clear the mystery up for you. War requires resources, wherewithal. Novigrad's a large port with a powerful fleet and a treasury overflowing with gold. All that makes it a tasty morsel. Tempting for both Redania and Nilfgaard.
I understand. The city's walls are high. Its arsenals are full of weapons.
Then you don't understand much. True, a siege be a long and grueling affair, but more importantly, everything that's valuable in Novigrad could disappear faster than a mayfly's dream. The Big Four's made it known that should things come to a head, the fleet's flamble, and any assault on the city is sure to touch off riots, during which the church's coffers could very well be looted bare. So, anyone wanting Novigrad's wealth, its ships, has no choice but to deal with its criminal underworld.
Indeed.
What can you tell me about Novigrad's underworld?
Got one concept for you. The Big Four. Siggy Reuven, the King of Beggars, Cleaver, and Whoreson Jr. What do you call a triumvirate, but with 4 individuals?
No idea.
Well, there are 4, and they've carved
3 now.
the city into
I already
spheres
killed
of
Whoreson.
influence. Nothing happens without them knowing about it and approving it. Rumor is Whoreson recently quarreled with the others, but I know nothing more.
It's a slightly missed opportunity there. Because I've killed Whoreson, I've already dealt with them all, so I could have actually informed him there. What exactly are you doing here?
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
It is why I like him quite a lot. Alright, let's play Gwent.
Round of Gwent?
I never refuse.
Which is good.
Let's play.
I believe he uses a Scoia'tael deck. Think I'm still in the realm where I can't really use anything other than Northern Realms because it's just the best deck. Decoy, Commander's Horn, Cow, Tala, Gaunter Dim. We don't need the Shadow. I don't need another one of them either. Ooh, perfect. Alright, so first things first, we'll do Gaunter Dim, because that's a hell of a play. Then we can just start spying him. The plan here is probably for him to win this first round anyway, so I'm not particularly worried about him getting buffed to all hell. Alright, cool. So I think I pass here. I don't think there's any way I can easily beat him. If I could beat him with like 1 card, maybe it'd be worth it, but I don't think I can. I need, what, 16 points? I could do it. It'd take me 2 cards, that'd put me on 8 versus 7 with 1 win. Nah. I think we're good. I think that's fine. That's why having a Scorch would be nice. Eh, he only has 2 of those, so it's not as big of an issue. I may be able to scare him off relatively easy. Just because he's already got a win under his belt. Although it doesn't seem it, he's going pretty aggressively. Very aggressively, actually. He's going to run out of cards. Huh. I mean, I have, like, a lot of medics, so I'm not really worried about burning some high-level cards. Case in point. So I'm sitting, I've doubled the amount of cards he has, which is kind of insane. I don't think there's any reasonable way that he can beat me. Like, he can do a spy here, which I'm sure he will, yep. But I can just take that spy back, so... not much of an issue. That's another spy he'll chuck on me, I'm sure. Yep. We could get lucky here with another decoy. We didn't, but we got Siri and another blue stripes, which is kind of insane. Alright, so that's... that was dangerous. I was gonna say that's almost perfect, but a Scorch here actually still fucks me, funnily enough. Yeah, sure. That'll do. That's fine. It's funny here, a Scorch would completely wipe my board, which is weird. Now it wouldn't. He has a lot of weather control, which is interesting. Hello, Regis. I think at this stage I just keep playing cards. He has 2 left. Mahakam Defender. It's fine. It allows me to bring cards back. I mean, essentially, we just want this one. And his last card is another Mahakam Defender, so we're good. We're more than good, in fact. Because I can do some pretty amazing things here. I think we bring that back. 6, 8, 6. 8, 8, 16, 17. 21. I'll go to 42. Yeah, this is... but, you know, I can actually just test it more specifically. Yep, so that's the better one to play. And we absolutely smashed him. We get a good card for that from memory.
Right fucking shock, given your frankly amateur deck. Here, take this card. You need it. You can do well to fix your collection. It's downright porous. Don't need you bringing me shame like a dandelion for that. You might skim something off your mate, Roach. He's said to have good cards, that one.
Good to know.
Zoltan.
Get out.
Yeah, Ithne. Or Ithne. Okay, about these cards. We can also go play Roach and Gwent, which I'm tempted to do this episode as well.
About those cards.
You got them?
Got the Isengrim card.
Show it here. Ha! They say elves are beautiful. Zed give you much trouble?
Zed's dead.
Zed's dead. I ran into his murderers.
Won't cry over spilt Zed. What about the other cards?
This business is getting dangerous.
Zoltan, sure this business isn't getting a little too dangerous? I mean, men are dying over these cards.
Just Zed. And believe you me, he wasn't an innocent bystander. Besides, I'm certain you snuffed his killers out on the spot, so why worry? Tell me about the other cards instead.
I mean, he makes a fair point. I didn't find the others, but I found a ledger.
Didn't find the other cards.
Fuck. Bugger must have sold them.
Listen, got Zed's ledger.
Show me.
Entries show him selling the cards to Caesar Bilson in Ravi. Could have been worse. We need to pay him a visit.
Who's Caesar Blizzon? Or
Who's
Bilson?
Caesar Bilson?
Cleaver's clerk.
Oh,
A
okay.
decent fella once, but so high and mighty now you can't drink with him, let alone go fishing.
Fishing?
We met at the Anglers Club, the pride of the Pontar. But Caesar don't show around there no more. So caught up in his new role, he almost never leaves his house.
At least we won't have to run around town looking for him.
So he's working for Cleaver as his clerk, which is interesting. It's a hell of a job. A dangerous job, just judging by Cleaver's temper. But I suppose you're essentially a bookman for Cleaver. And Cleaver strikes me as the kind of person who is... he's unhinged and attacks people over the very small things that they do, but at the same time, he only really attacks people that cross him. So he has a short fuse, but it's a short fuse in a very specific direction. And Ravi, who's that?
Ravi? Who's he?
A common card sharp and a swindler. Boggles my mind where he got the coin for the Natalis card. Ever since I gave him a smacking, things between us have been frosty. So you'll have to see him alone.
Fair enough. Alright, let's try to get you those cards.
Zoltan, seems awful important to you. I'll try to get you those cards.
Thanks, Geralt. We can see Caesar together. Meet me outside his townhouse. Gaudiest eyesore on Hierarch Square. He had the facade painted gold. And if you want to see Ravi first, I'd look for him at the Golden Sturgeon if I were you.
All right. See you later.
And no need to pussyfoot around with Ravi. Beat him about the ears a bit. He'll cave. Well, good luck to you, Geralt.
Alrighty then, Zoltan. Hey, Priscilla.
I haven't the strength, Geralt. Perhaps you can talk some sense into him.
She's talking about Dandelion. Alright, so I am going to go to the Golden Sturgeon first, I think. And then from there we will go up to Hierarch Square. It's funny there, Zoltan calling his place gaudy. He's run into all this underworld money, so now he's painted his house gold, which is, I agree, somewhat tacky. Having said that, first let's go see Ravi, who apparently is a cad and a scoundrel. We'll see. Also, it's amazing how well I know my way around this game now. It's kind of ridiculous. I believe he's downstairs.
Another ballad.
How about that? It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company. Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
Knife to his back.
Sure, he'd be happier if you stopped digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi here was just about to play for his life and...
Oh, you got the card. What else do you want?
if you'd just given it up instead of trying to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already. As it is, that's all your fingers broken. So, it seems the Witcher will have to pay for you. Sound good? See? Ravi's on
Ooh,
board.
I'm conflicted.
What do you say we add some spice to the game? Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natali's card. Fancy that?
Oh, fine, I'll play.
Agreed.
And here I thought you'd be no fun at all. Let's play, let's play!
I really want to kill them. Once again, we can just use the same deck. Gontra Day. Alright, so here's interesting. I think we drop blue stripes. Okay. Not horrible, but not good, that's for damn sure. Alright, so let's do that. We're finding a Nilfgaard deck, interestingly. I don't know what this leader card does. Pick a torrential rain card and play for the deck. That's absolutely fine, I don't give a shit about that. It's a pretty shit hand, all things considered. I may just, like, try and force him out of the hand as soon as possible. Okay, he's got 10. What are the chances he has another young emissary? If he had another young emissary, That puts him at 25 and he wins. He'll be 1 card down. If he doesn't have Young Emissary, he's most certainly going to have to play 2 cards at least. I think this is a relatively safe place to pass. If he has Young Emissary, he's 1 card below me. Oh, interesting. That's annoying, actually. He's burning a shit ton of cards, though. Like, all his cards. What the hell is he doing? Okay? He's still lost. Well, I mean, obviously he's an idiot. So I've established that, I suppose. I could beat him just like this. I mean, I may as well just, like, fuck him to death, but... Like, he played all of his cards and still lost. I've never seen that happen ever before in my life. Maybe he's programmed to lose. Maybe that's a thing. That was one of the easiest games of Gwent I've ever played. That was hilarious. I think he's programmed to lose.
Yes! Curb your enthusiasm, mate. And sit still, or you'll hurt yourself.
But he won.
So, now we'll play something else.
Yeah, we'll play, like, cut you in half. Too bad for you, Earl.
Don't know how I'll repay you.
Natalis card.
Natalis card will do just fine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you prefer some other? Got a whole array you might like.
I'm in a hurry.
This poor dude.
This card, of course. Here.
This poor dude. All he did was buy a card. Oh, goddamn, poor dude. John Natalis is a relatively good card from memory. I can actually probably have a look here and see if he puts it in our deck. Yeah, there we go, it's 10. Not horrible. I'm actually going to put it in my deck, because why not? And we will drop... I guess Siegfried? Sure. Alright, now we have to go to... Whoop, excuse me. Now we have to go to... Bilzen's house. Bilzen? I believe his name was Bilzen. And he is just up here from memory. Also I should heal. His house is up here. Here we go, this really gaudy one. Painted all in gold. Hey, Zoltan.
Ah, you're here. How'd you make out with Ravi?
Got the Natalis card.
Excellent. Now we've just Caesar Bilzen to fleece, and we'll be home free. We'll do this. I'll chat him up while you sneak upstairs and search his cabinet of curiosities. Certainly keeps the card there.
Surely it'd be simpler just to buy the card.
Can't we just buy the card off him? Doesn't that sound simpler?
If I had a coin to spare, I'd sod off to Provis. Besides, Caesar never sell Fringilla. But don't you worry. He won't lose out on the deal. Got a bottle of Mahakaman spirit for him. A taste of the motherland's finest is worth more to an expatriate than some silly card.
Thought you said Caesar doesn't drink.
No. I said it's hard to have a drink with him on account of his rarely leaving home. Also why he's like to get pished as a priestess real quick. 3 rounds and you could walk out with everything in that cabinet while singing the 3 maids of Vigovaro at the top of your lungs.
So what's in this cabinet?
Ah, no man knows. You'll be the first to see it. I suspect it's either to do with buggery or metallurgy. But you can tell me once we're done. Let's go.
Where did he come up with buggery or metallurgy? It's so strange. I don't understand it.
Sheevy.
She's our Belzen. I remember our quarrel about who's king of the Pontar.
The Pike's king of the Pontar.
Well, see, I've come to convince you it's the catfish, and I do not come empty-handed.
Who's he?
Oh, him! Oh, that's Geralt.
Does Geralt fish?
I do, actually.
Yeah. Cast an earthworm the other day. Caught this huge perch.
In the Pontar?
You betcha!
Can't listen to this hogwash sober. Come in!
So what's the Zanders or eager biters if they taste like shite and soapy water?
That's 'cause you're about as good a cook as a goat's arse is a clarinet. Just recently, I took some fresh thyme.
And it tasted like time-flavoured shite.
Shut it. So, recently, I took this thyme.
Geralt? Care to chime in? How's Xander taste to you?
Recenturally is not a word.
Recenturally isn't a word.
Who'd you bring along, Chiefy? Some blowing grammar purist?
Wilson, did you hear Vibo Matilda last cast a pea and caught a young pike?
Ah, cocksuckers lying like always. Pontar Pike aren't so dim-witted to go after his rotten peas. You need live bait. Or night crawlers, though the pike aren't as eager. Don't know why. Once, dug up a crawly so fat and lovely I started drooling. Would have eaten it myself.
I'm not so sure. Geralt, what do you and your pals use up at Kaer Morhen?
Bombs.
Bombs.
How's that?
Belvin, heard many jests lately. Though, true enough, that one wasn't very funny. Geralt, go fetch us another bottle.
Right. Can see the bottom of this one.
Bomb fishing, I can imagine that is exactly how.
Blame that on us too.
So, when are we gonna go?
I guarantee that is how Lambert fishes.
I'm not fishing with you. Forget what
I think Eskel and Geralt would probably... Well, Eskel would fish normally. But I could... Ooh.
Knife looks like it's attached to the tabletop.
Ooh.
Drawer's open.
Ooh.
Triangular hole in the wall. Interesting. Fits perfectly. Secret door behind a bookcase.
Classic.
Classic.
So what I was saying, I could imagine Lambert fishing with dynamite. Eskel, not so much. I imagine he fishes normally. Ooh. Now we have to look at all this shit because it's all interesting. I feel bad looting it, to be perfectly honest.
Full armor of the 7th Dareland Brigade. Excellent condition.
Damn.
Joachim de Vet's skull. Pretty grim curiosity.
It is. I think I know that name.
Joachim de Vet's skull.
Joachim de Wet.
Pretty
Yes,
grim
I do know.
curiosity.
He was a character in The Witcher 1? Joachim de Wet. I'm sure that was The Witcher 1. I'll take that. I know why I'm getting 2 of each of these. Ooh, Fringilla we go.
Here's Fringilla with which Stefan Skellen was hanged.
Intriguing. It's wartime memorabilia, seemingly.
Dining set from which Emperor Emir ate during his coronation ceremony.
There is also something over here, interestingly. A jade figure.
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it.
Indeed, Triss could... It's actually a person that's turned into a statue. I've seen them before. Triss was turned into one in The Witcher 2. But she can decompress them if the need arises.
Collector?
Zoltan, time we were on our way.
I suppose so. It's growing late.
Wait now. Leaving already? Where's that bottle you went to fetch?
Greetings, Belzen. With a message for you from the boss.
Message? What kind of message?
Mr. Cleaver's very unhappy.
Uh-oh.
Now, just a minute. If any discrepancies have cropped up in the books, I can explain everything.
Too late. Grab him! And you two, get lost.
Leave him alone.
Cleaver will pay extra for killing the Witcher.
No, he won't.
Well, up to it, lads. Haven't you got all day?
I mean, good with Cleaver.
That she bore you.
Nice reason. Thanks. Oh, how will I ever explain this to Cleaver?
I'd recommend a letter.
Right.
Yeah,
Pack.
Good luck then.
probably a good idea.
Farewell.
Oh shit, look at the size of the fish on his wall. It's bigger than him.
You've a soft heart after all, Geralt. Oh, by the by, splendid job with that last one. Blood splatter nearly hit the ceiling.
Looked through Caesar's cabinet upstairs.
And?
No wonder he wasn't eager to show it off. Nilfgaardian armor, a portrait of Emir, Joachim de Ved's skull, Vatier de Rideau's dagger, the rope they hanged Skellen with.
Oh, shite. Disgusting fellow. To think I shook hands with him. But did you happen to take the rope? I know a few would pay a tidy sum for it. Some go in for that sort of thing.
No.
If you say so.
Also found a figurine. Nilfgaardian soldier. Magic spell on it of some sort, but I can't tell what kind.
Triss ought to know.
Triss is no longer around. So, got the full set of cards. What now?
Now we collect a shite load of coin for them. Let's go.
Fantastic. I get the feeling it won't be that easy.
The exchange. We should do it right quick.
Afraid your client might change his mind?
Oh, I'm more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the buyer, who is he?
A friend of a friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke's ilk, no doubt about that. You know me, Geralt. I'm not prejudiced against anyone, long as they pay.
Foul their minds.
Fire will cleanse them all.
Oh, I can't wait to get the king of beggars out of my beard.
I could have paid off the King of Beggars.
Ah, at last. I fear the body's gone cold.
What is this?
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed. More or less in that order. Now, the cards, please. I trust obtaining them wasn't too troublesome.
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by now. Get to work, boys. The dwarf I wish to have alive. I must have a chat with him.
Well, this will be quick.
Geralt, bastards getting away with my coin. Damn it, with our coin. Chase the horse in. I'll tend to the others.
Really?
Gotta get around him.
Yeah, I trust him. He's a good enough fighter. What? What? Fucking... There we go.
Something like that way. All for knocking the doors out.
What? Can't understand a word.
Well, stop.
God damn, he's quick at climbing ladders. Impossibly quick at climbing ladders. No, he's not. He didn't climb the ladder. Oh! He went down further. God damn. Look how far he went down. Insane. Son of a bitch. He's gonna get killed by drowners, I can see it now.
Leave me. Swiving drowners.
You could use a Witcher.
Ha ha. Highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
Nope.
No. Rather make sure this was our last meeting.
Sweet.
So, you get him? You get the coin?
Yes.
And what about Duke? Finish him off?
Yep.
Ah, that's grand. Well, Geralt, what's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never have managed without you, so you choose. If you want gold, it's not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
Oh, 100% I'm taking the cards.
Kinda curious how the cards might serve me.
Excellent. I'll take the coin to the King of Beggars right away. Surprise the prick.
Good luck, Zoltan.
Thanks, Geralt. And remember, the catfish is the king of the Pontar.
Alright there, Zoltan. Alright, cool. Well, that worked out pretty well. I got myself a bunch of cards, which is fun. That's gonna be the end of this episode. I'm tempted... 37 minutes. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm going to find a fast travel point. What is the closest from where I am? Probably the southern gate, which is actually behind where I am. We'll go out the southern gate, and I'm gonna go play cards with my good friend, Roach.
Show us what you're bringing in. Lived in virtue shall find
Over here. We have a fast travel point directly to him, but that's going to be in the end of the episode if you're not interested in Gwent, because Gwent is what we're going to be doing. So, if you're not interested in Gwent, I will say goodbye now. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, all that kind of stuff. If you are interested in Gwent...
Just what our bandit
It's true you killed King. Oh. You and our commander.
Oh, that guy just... I think he had the same voice actor as Roach. He sounded exactly like him. Hey, Roach. You back here? Where's Roach? Hey, Roach. You here somewhere? Is Vess in here somewhere? Is he not here because... Hey, Vess, where's Roach? Alright, well this is annoying. Let's just check this. Secondary quests... Of course. Well, I guess that gives me an opportunity to do something that I wanted to do next episode anyway. So, I guess even if you did want to see Gwent, it's not happening today because he's at a certain meeting. But we're going to do that next episode. So, as I said, if you like the video, please leave a like. All that kind of stuff. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that next episode, am I? Because I want to... Whatever. I'll see you next time, guys. I've already done my spiel.